Welcome back to Case Closed, Anime Review, episode 282. We are here reviewing episode number 1176 for the series, known as The Hero of Ishinomaki. Yes. Also, I did learn something interesting about this episode. One of the one-shot characters in this episode, his voice actor, who's director. Now, this whole episode is about, believe it or not, Kamen Yaba. Yep. The character who is pretty much basically a parody of Kamen Rider. And this beginning of the episode clearly is... I should point this out though. That it looks like it's taken from a Kamen Rider episode, maybe from one of the 70s. Where you have Kamen Yaba based off against a parody of the Shocker Combat Men. Oh, by the way, he identifies people as the Jokers. Which I'm sure is probably a parody of Shocker. Except, I should point out, though, that Shocker in the original TV show were a group of very nasty people, and they weren't like this, the way they were in the show. I mean, yes, comedies for kids, but not the frickin' villains. Their suits remind me of the original suits that the Kamen Men used to wear before they switched to the loose store inspired ones. They beat them up, and of course, well, they try to get away. They're stopped by the Yaba Children Brigade. And I saw this, I'm like, it's a parody of the Rider Scouts. Yes, I had to think of it for a second. Yeah, the Rider Scouts, and it's Genta, Ayami, and Machio. And they just say, stop. Masaya brings him up. They don't touch him. And apparently they're part of the show, kind of. And then, like, Conan notices Detective Keba basically nearby. Yeah, this actually leads into a very weird thing. So, then they have a driver takes back to their hotel. Apparently, like, these kids were either they won a contest or something. It's not exactly very clear exactly, like, what exactly they did in order to basically get this. I'm guessing they must won a contest or something to basically get these three on the show. And Conan, Hybra, and Mori, and Moran probably just came along. In the case of Mori, he's probably there because they need adult supervision because they're kids. Ran because basically they want to chew the kids up because, well, Ayami sees her as big sister, so there's that. And Kel basically just keeps the hush up. Apparently something else is going on. And it turns out that there's something suspicious going on involving these QR tags. Yes. And eventually this leads into, oh, we have this guy, where at one point, like, this guy just knocks out Keba and he takes Ayami hostage. Puts back in their van. And they're probably some dastardly plan. And then, of course, Conan saves them with basically his soccer belt. Which, seeing this, I'm like, is the enemy trying seriously to copy the movie action plots for the show? Because it seems like they are. This is the second episode in a row this has happened with. And I'm sure someone must have asked the police to retrieve his soccer belt because that's a device invented by Professor Agasa. And he probably needs that back because I highly doubt he's going to be without it because basically that's the first time he's ever used it to go in the water like that. Because he used that trick the previous episode with the soccer ball. Just the last freaking episode. The instant soccer ball. And even the power shoes. You're like, what? Yeah, he had just used this damn thing. In the previous episode. I should point out, though, in the manga, it's only appeared 17 times. It appeared a lot in the movies. Oh my freaking god. Yes. I should point out that prior to these two episodes, the last time the instant soccer ball was used was back in April of this year. It's seen a few times this year. Mostly in the early, well, so far this year it's appeared in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes this year. 5. Yeah. Actually, it's, yeah, 5. Last year, let's see, the soccer ball appeared how many times last year in episodes? Once. Yes, once last year. Yeah, it's like, at first, basically, like, it's like, yeah, and then, like, twice 2 years ago, it's like, the thing is, this thing first appeared in episode 309. Yeah, that was the first this thing ever appeared. And that was back in 2003. And it's a cool device, but it's probably been a bit since. Now, you're probably thinking, what was the last time prior to recently where we had this thing used for 2 straight episodes? And I'm looking up right now. What was the last this happened with? Well, okay, let's see. Okay, so the last official time this happened, prior to recently, we had this device used for 2 straight episodes. Not that one. Was actually the episode Conan Kidnapped, Part 2, which was aired in 2018. And the following episode, High School Detective Sanako Suzuki. Yeah. That was the last time officially. Now you're probably thinking, how many times was it where, over time, throughout this whole time it's appeared on the show, that has appeared in 2 straight episodes? Like, 2 in a row. Well, looking right now, aside from that one. Let's see. Okay, so the first time this happened. Okay, so the first time this happened was actually in Emergency 252, episode 622. That was the first that's ever happened where it was used for 2 straight episodes. That was back in 2011. That was the first time. The second time this ever happened in the show was episodes 803 and 804, which was 4 years later. Yep, 4 years later. And then it happened again in 2018, which was 3 years after that. Yeah, 3 years. And this would not happen again until just this year. So this actually is the longest time between times where they used the soccer ball thing 2 straight episodes. Okay, so what were they after? So they masked the guy's accident driver. So it turns out what he was doing was selling merchandise for a high price, which apparently was illegal for some reason because this was sort of a back end deal. And what kind of merchandise was it? It was pretty much the Mass Yabba suit. Yes, seriously. And of course they have the actor probably in the suit. Just tell him, if you're a fan of mine, you have to go to jail. You pay for your crimes and reform. So again, and apparently accepts that. I'm like, okay, you do know that this is a character who is a fictional character with a fictional show. But apparently it takes him at his word, and then of course take it away. And they have a simple scene later on where they mention the whole Joker's thing, and that's the episode. Kind of a very... It's an interesting episode, I do agree with that, but do I think that, given the fact that Keba and Takagi will be featured next episode as well, do I think they use Soccer Ball again? I don't know, but I'm like, Wouldn't they normally save these type of sequences with the soccer ball for the movies? Because I look up here. Apparently, it has appeared in it has generally appeared every movie since the seventh. Seventh movie was the first time it ever appeared. Now you probably think has it missed a movie? The answer is no. It has not missed a movie. Yeah. I still have not seen the newest movie, which I don't know if it's out of theaters yet. Let me take a look at this here. So it looks like, and the way it looks like still they have not released. The 20 movie is probably still in theaters in Japan. It's probably still making a boatload of money. Yeah. As for when that it's going to be released online, I don't know yet. I'll review when it comes out. But not much to say about this episode. I think it's really good. Okay, so that's pretty much it for particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. I will see you tomorrow for hopefully to review the final episodes of the Wano stuff and, well, Trap and Dating Sim. Okay, next time. Bye.